How did rugby really begin? Imagine a cold autumn day in England during the early 1800s. Kids are playing a rough version of football in the fields, kicking and tackling each other without rules. That's how many of the earliest forms of rugby started. Back then, there were no set rules, just local games that varied from town to town. Some matches could last hours and often turned violent. It was a chaotic mix of kicking, running, and fighting for the ball. The story most people know about rugby's start involves a boy named William Webb Ellis. Legend says he was a student at rugby school in England in 1823. During a football game, he supposedly picked up the ball and ran with it. This act of handling the ball is seen as the birth of rugby's unique style. But historians say this story is more of a story than a fact. Still, it captures the spirit of innovation and daring that shaped the game. In the years after, schools and clubs began to create rules to make the game safer and more organized. The first official rules were written in 1845 at rugby school. These rules focused on running with the ball and tackling, setting rugby apart from other football games that mainly used kicking. As the sport grew, it became popular in English public schools and universities. It was seen as a way to build character, teamwork, and physical courage. By 1871, the sport had become big enough to need a governing body. That's when the Rugby Football Union was formed in England. They created standardized rules and helped spread the game across Britain and its colonies. During the late 1800s, a split happened over professionalism. Some clubs wanted players to be paid, which was against the amateur ideals. This led to two main types of rugby. Rugby union, which stayed amateur with 15 players on each team, and rugby league, which allowed professionalism with 13 players. Rugby's style of play, with continuous action, passing, running, and tackling, made it different from American football, which developed later with different rules like forward passes and blocking. Today, rugby is played worldwide, with its roots firmly planted in those early rough games and the efforts of schools and clubs to turn chaos into a sport that values skill, teamwork, and sportsmanship.